If you guys recall in the last video, I basically made the top 5 most overrated coasters, and I had some pretty controversial opinions. I had Kraken, Mako, and especially the one that made you guys mad was Phoenix. But today, I want to count down the top 5 most underrated coasters. I've been wanting to make this video for so long now, and finally, I'm going to be making the video today. So, I said in that last video I'll be making it, so here we go. These coasters, I would like to keep in mind, these are all not family coasters. One of them on the list you can count as a family coaster, but it goes upside down, and I think you guys know what it is. So anyways, today we are looking at the top 5 most underrated coasters. Let's get straight into the video. The first coaster on the underrated list is Batman The Dark Knight at Six Flags, New England. Ever since the first time I rode it, I thought man, this is a really good coaster. And then I saw that everybody doesn't talk about this coaster. It doesn't care about this coaster. And nobody talks about it, which makes me really sad because this coaster is actually really good. This is definitely the smoothest B&M floorless coaster for no reason. Whatever TLC you're putting into Batman, please put into Riddler. So, I don't know. This is a really good coaster. The forces are really good zero-G roll. And it's perfectly smooth. All it needs is a new repaint, and it's, amazing. So, yeah, let's get to the next coaster. I see so many people saying that Phoenix is literally the best PTC. And then I think, what about Yankee Cannonball at Kennedy Lake Park? And, I've noticed in the past few years, no one's been here. I guess since I just live out here in a random, out of nowhere, just no one comes here. So that's probably why it's underrated. The location's kind of bad. But the airtime on this thing is absolutely insane. I think it has buzz bars, if I'm not mistaken. And just the quality airtime. This is what I want Phoenix to be. This is literally a mix of Great American Scream Machine and Phoenix. The better airtime than Phoenix, the smoothness of Phoenix, with a layout of Great American Scream Machine. It's so good. But we can't just talk about this amazing coaster for so long. So, let's get to the next coaster, which is... If you don't know, I recently just talked about this coaster in the B&M Invert history video, but I'll just sum it up and just my opinions. This ride is very underrated. The sheer positive G's in the layout is just so good. It's such a weird coaster too. I can't believe that Hershey Park really just fit this coaster into the section of the park next to Super Duper Looper and Comet and Sky Rush. It's very cool. And, even when I got off it, I was like, man, that ride is extremely underrated. And, yeah, the only thing that's holding it back is the length. The length is pretty short. I would say it was worth the 50-minute wait I waited for it for the first time. But, yeah. That's it for Great Bear. Probably my favorite invert, to be honest, but I still really like Montu. Anyways, let's get to the next coaster, which is the most underrated coaster that is a launch coaster and is made of steel is Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens, Tampa. Nobody gives this ride praise, and it makes me so mad. The only people that give it praise is the people with fan accounts, Coast Tunes, and me. It's so sad. This coaster is just so good with its airtime, some positive G's, and it's just so fun. But people knock it down for 2 reasons. One, Maverick's better! Even if Maverick's better, who cares? This is still just a really fun coaster. And also, people are like, well, the restraints suck. And if you're still complaining about restraints in 2021, I don't don't know if you need your credibility or not, to be honest. Because, come on, they're just restraints to keep you in. You're still going to get some insane airtime. But anyways, this coaster is extremely underrated, and I was threatening to put it at number 1. But there is one coaster that I think is worthy of the number 1 spot because of my really good rides back in July. So, that number 1 coaster is the most underrated coaster. Has to be Twister at Knoebels. I know this ride has some fans, but then there's some people that just say, oh, the only good coaster here is Phoenix, blah, blah, blah. And that's probably the reason why I like this coaster the most, probably, is because Phoenix was extremely overrated. If you guys watched the last video, you saw Phoenix came on top. And on the other side, Twister came on top. This ride is so good with its laterals, positive G's, and why do people say it has no airtime? This thing threw me out of my seat. Like, it was so insane. And it's long, it's a nice fun ride, it's relatively smooth. And here's the things that people hate about this ride. First, it has no airtime. You're wrong. The drops have really good airtime. And also, not everything has to be around airtime. Second thing, the ride is just laterals. No, it's not. And the last thing is, people hate the trains. Now, if you hate PTC trains, I'm sorry, just get used to them. I mean, they're on very popular rides. I mean, you got, let's see here. What's one of your guys' favorites? Voyage? Yes, Voyage at Holiday World has these trains. So why are you guys complaining here? Like, it's so dumb. Anyways, this coaster is so fun. And, when I went to Knoebels, I could have rode Impulse a few times, could have rode Phoenix more. No, I was chilling in the back of my park with the tickets, and I rode Twister a whole 8 times. Yeah, it did beat me up a bit, but I mean, this is probably the best family-owned park in the world. So, yeah, that's the most underrated coaster in the country that I've ridden. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, it was just appropriate after I made the top 5 most overrated coasters. So, let me know on Instagram if you liked the underrated or overrated list down below. Anyways, that's it for today. If you want to know what the next coaster video is, go vote on my Instagram at Premier Thrills. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna have a few options on there. So yeah. Until then, have a good day. Don't stay for yourself. Hope for a fast recovery on El Toro. And yeah, I already said don't stay for yourself. Alright, guys. Bye.